The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of, oh shit, I'm glitching. Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your host, AT2. What's up, everybody? How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? All right, y'all, let me say what's up to the people. What's up, Jaya, Mina, brown skin lady, Miss B Moore. Shout out to Miss B Moore. Miss Joelle, Queen. We got Andrea, CC Miller. Okay. Dorothy, Michelle, what's up, everybody? How everybody doing? I see Yaya too as well. All right. Andrea. All right. So basically, as of right now, because what's up, Stephanie? I want the conversation to go correctly in the beginning. I did turn it on members only for as far as the chat. At the end of the show, when we get everything out, I will then drop the link, and then that's where anybody, members or non-members, can come on and join the show, ask any question they have. Please be respectful. The reason why I have the chat only members only is because, like, if you want to act ignorant, you at least got to pay me to act ignorant. So you know how it is. So without further ado, let me go ahead. Oh, hold on. I forgot to do a text notification, y'all, on this one. I had to run away from home for a little bit, so I didn't get a chance to send out a text message. But if you want to be notified of the next show, please text me at 510-600-6676. Again, 510-600-6676. And then, of course, you know, they say I always be begging for money. But hell, everybody else scamming for money. Why can't I? What's up, Candy? Oh, thank you, Candy Shop. I'll take you to the candy shop. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that for the super sticker. All right, without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce my guest on for today's show. Remember, I had put in the thumbnail the conversation because it's kind of like the Zeus Network conversation, but I want to call my show Real Conversation. So the whole premise of the show, shout out to Sparkle because she kind of initiated this. So I definitely am happy that we're able to build a bridge, fix whatever holes and shit going on. And hopefully this can inspire other people. So this sector of YouTube, whatever sector you want to call it, is not so beefy no more, so hopefully we bring a little peace to the world. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna introduce first up Hoodlife Chronicles. What's up, Hoodlife?
Everybody,
how you doing today?
I'm nervous as fuck.
What's the lipstick color of the day? You can't forget that question.
Some ruby red, I guess, true red or something like that.
All right, and then let me go ahead and introduce back to the show Sparkle Ellie.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Sparkle,
Hey,
we can't see you, but what's the lipstick color of the day?
The lipstick color of the day is lip gloss. Okay, that's it.
Oh, it's not passion berry or something like that. It's just lip gloss.
Lip gloss,
Okay. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for joining me for the show, especially for something so public. I know it's hard at times, especially when you have the naysayers and all the other people in your ear and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to give you a chance before people start terrorizing you guys to have this conversation freely with just the members. And then, well, I want to clarify, it's public. Everybody can see this. but the members can only chat because they paid their $6.99, so they have the right to terrorize. Everybody else don't until the end. So, Sparkle, I want to start out with you first. What made you want to initiate having this conversation originally with Hoodlife Chronicles?
First of all, I just can't get over the lip gloss with the gap for me, okay, in the background. It's just really not giving away.
Hold on, let me change the background. Okay, so y'all say I'm shady.
Okay,
Hold on. Let me.
no, leave it. I love it.
Okay, leave it. Okay.
I love it. What made me initiate this conversation is that I saw the interview between you and Hoodlife. And I appreciated the interview for one reason, because my name was brought up. That sounds bad, but my name was brought up, and I kind of wanted it to be brought up because, like I said, I'm over the beef. I'm over just the drama. And when I heard Hoodlife say she would be open for reconciliation, I was just like, yes, finally, two adults that, are willing to just set their pride to the side, talk about things, talk out the situation, and move forward with reconciliation. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we just have the conversation so that way we could be the legends in these streets? Okay. So, that's basically why I did it.
Right. And thank you, Dr. Dreidel, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I really love that you said that, Sparkle. I think it sets the precedence that, hey, we might not always agree and we might have a falling out, but ain't nothing, ain't no issue can't be fixed, if that makes sense what I just said,
Especially Hoodlife and I, yeah, for sure.
Right. And Hoodlife, I wanted to ask you, because you and Sparkle were once cool, at least cool enough to where y'all had conversations on the phone, correct?
Yeah, we had conversations on the phone. We've DM each other, and also she was on my panel one time along with you, and she would come in my chat a lot.
Right. I actually remember that now that you mentioned that.
You were high. You were high though, but
yeah,
I'm glad you remembered.
Hashtag 2 books.
Right. Hashtag 2 books. Yes. I definitely remember that. And so, Sparkle, you would have considered, Hoodlife, like at least you guys had a YouTube ship, right?
Yeah, we were very copacetic with one another, and we've had a discrepancy in the past, and we definitely talked to each other behind the scenes and grilled it up and fixed it and moved right along. So yeah.
Right. And Sparkle, where did the relationship kind of falter? Like, what happened?
In my opinion, what happened was it wasn't the fact that Hoodlife was on another content creator's page, but because a troll account trolled her, and I believe she was very vulnerable because of what the troll account said to her. As everybody knows, Hoodlife, as well as all moms, don't play around with their kids. So I believe the troll account basically trolled her by using something that she's very very defensive about, as she should be. And from there, I felt like Hoodlife didn't give me the benefit of the doubt and just ran off on the plug twice on my ass. And I mean, that's where I kind of took it from there.
Right. And do you feel that and I'm speaking to Hoodlife, do you so as I understand, Hoodlife, you knew that it wasn't, now fast forward to now, that it wasn't Sparkle and it was a troll, but at the time you didn't know who possibly the person could be who left those comments in your chat or whatever, right?
Well, there was a narrative being put out that that Sparkle had a history of trolling and trolling other people's accounts, and somebody had said, "Well, that's probably her," but the person was saying a lot of mean stuff about me, and also it was Sparkle. Like, Sparkle said this about you. Sparkle said this about you, and then when I saw the thing about my kid, then that just like at first I was giving you a benefit of the doubt, and I was like, no, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna react to that because that don't sound like her. And then I said, well, if Sparkle said that about my kid, then the same thing could happen to her kid. And so and I didn't say anything directly about your kid, Sparkle. That's all I said. But then the troll said, well, I just want you to hate Sparkle like I hate Sparkle. I'm sorry I said that about your kid. And I'm like, well, damn, if you hate her that bad, you want me to hate her, why are you taking it back? So
Right.
I felt
Right.
like that. I felt like it was possible Sparkle. And so I have no proof that it was Sparkle. I did not check your IP address. I felt like you went immediately over to your page and made a videos, and the stuff that you were saying was making me out to be a monster. So one of my friends had said, tell her about the IP address, but I have actually no receipts or proof that
Right.
you. And so I do apologize for that.
Mhm.
Um, I really like you. I liked you before,
Right.
and I think good work, good content. I don't hold your past against you. I was sexually abused in my past as well when I was a kid by a family member. And so I
Mhm.
didn't ask that to happen to me, neither did you. And I never would say anything about that situation because I don't know anything about it, and I don't
Right.
believe in talking on people's stuff, you know. But
The
it
only
appears that because it was being talked about and I
right.
was on the panel, it appeared that I was engaged in it. But as for
Mhm.
talking about that experience, I would never do that.
Right. No,
Right.
with that experience, at that time when I would basically when that individual was saying that she alleged that I wanted to excuse me, but she basically
Mhm.
alleged that I wanted to have intimacy with my mother's husband and claimed him to be my stepfather. That ain't nothing to me, first and foremost. But when she claimed that, no victim wants to be in that situation as
No.
a 5 or 6 or 7 year old child. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
in that in that moment I had just wished that you know not for you to stand up for me, but in a sense just kind of because I've like seen you in a sense like reel that individual in, like I don't support that, but to hear crickets from you, it just kind of felt as if like
Yeah.
it didn't feel good to know that me and you had a rapport, and then to know that I in a sense was being re-victimized of that, because again I stay far away from just having to talk about those things, even though I go to a psychologist and I use my tools to know somebody said I wanted that, like I warranted that because I solicited myself to have that. Like it kind of hurt me to know that you sat up there and just said nothing and continued to sit up there. So for me in that moment, it hurt me to know that another woman who now I know experienced that didn't say, look, I can't support this, I'm out, or let's move on. Drag her about her contact, drag her about whatever else, but don't drag her about something where she was a little girl, where she didn't have a control, she didn't have the power or the
Right.
none of that. Like I was powerless.
Yeah.
So I just didn't like that. And then on top of that, the gaslight, where it was like I go to people's panels and then try to take over. So I felt like I understand why you were vulnerable. If somebody's saying that they take over, that they're talking about your child, yeah, of course, but I just felt like I just wanted a little bit more benefit of the doubt for me, because since I've been back I haven't done anything besides separate myself from people and talk about my feelings of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I do apologize for mimicking your accent and saying that you were stupid for not, pulling your receipts on me. So I also want to apologize on that as well.
Right. And
And I
Sparkle, as far as I understand, Sparkle, is that you felt that just it went beyond just a YouTube beef. Like that situation, it really hurt you because that was something deep and that's something personal and that was something out of your control
Right.
that happened that somebody had said.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I understand why you felt that way because I wasn't saying anything. That was actually the first time I even heard about that
Mhm.
situation. And so, like I say, I don't talk on people's stuff. But yeah, I could have said, stop, don't talk about that. But I try to also try to respect people's channel, but I understand how you feel, and I apologize for not speaking up because I've been through the same thing.
Right. And not that this is any of your responsibility, Hood Life, but sometimes us as content creators, when we do say things, we may be offending our subscribers as well. I'm sure there's other subscribers in this chat that has been through that. So, it
Yeah,
wasn't just a dig on me from that individual. It could have been a dig on any woman or man, for that say, that's
yeah,
ever been through that. So it was just all the way around, just very damaging altogether, because it happens a lot in our community itself. So, you know,
Right.
yeah,
And I'm just happy that as far as Headlight, she has separated herself from that situation.
right.
But I think this is really something like moving forward. Like, if somebody says something that's not right, it's like call it out in the moment, because sometimes I'll be hesitant to do it, especially if it's like, oh shit, we're live, like, and I'll be like, did you really just say that? But then you don't want to cut off the show or ruin it, and then it's kind of like, and then it's also the situation where I don't really rock with her anyway, so I don't give a damn what's being said about.
Mhm.
So it could be a mixture of that as well, and then kind of like when you caught off guard, because as Hoodlife said, she didn't know anything about that situation. It was kind of like, she said it, was kind of like,
Right,
like she
right.
was kind of caught off guard, and so
Exactly.
I think a lot of times when people say certain things, and then you're kind of in the moment, you're kind of just like, do I just go with it, or like, what do I say?
Mhm.
And I think Hood Life was put in a situation that was uncomfortable, and it was going to be a lose-lose situation,
Right.
because whether she had said something
mhm,
or not, I'm pretty sure that person probably would have just went on
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately. And to
Yeah,
know that person also, from what I heard, is also a victim of that, it kind of felt like, girl, you can relate, you can identify. So I mean, like I said, I don't seek for karma, in the digital world. Karma reaches people in the spiritual world. So that's where I leave it with her. But I just felt like I know Hood Life. I've spoken to Hood Life, and I like Hood Life. So it's just kind of like, girl, this is not a good look for you altogether. But like,
yeah. And I realized that situation was just a bad situation on that panel, period. And so if you notice, I started backing away
right.
and from it because I just a lot of stuff was being said that I really wasn't like driving, but I also I try to respect people's channel. And
Mhm.
hmm
if I didn't agree with it, I just didn't say anything at all, or I would make vague statements. But
Mhm.
I see not saying anything is just as well as saying, whatever they're saying. So, but thank
right,
you for bringing that to my attention.
Mhm. And unfortunately, and like I said, in the flesh, when I saw that it happened to you, not as so deep as far as talking about your kids, but when basically it happened to you, in a sense of you basically getting the experience that I experienced with getting that lashing, in a sense, I was like, well, you know what? It's good that you went through that. So now that you see why I was just so emotional, because you had the same reaction that I had, in a sense. And
Yeah,
then the spiritual part of me was like, but that's not right, because I know how much that damaged me. It stressed me, and it made me just feel like that 5-year-old girl again that just won the ball in a ball. So
right,
like I said, in the moment I felt vindicated, but then I felt, after that, I felt like, damn, that's fucked up, because I know how fucked up I was from it. So, I'm sorry that that had to happen to you, but one part of me is like, I'm happy to know that this is a blessing in disguise that it did happen, so that way that this is not a person that is for you, good for you spiritually, mentally, physically, and everything else like that.
yeah.
And she gave you a 10 times worse of a tongue lashing than she did me.
Oh yeah.
She put
yeah.
Oh
her own,
yeah.
so
I really
She
don't
sure
like to
did.
say I really don't like to say the word bullying, but it is it does go in the realm of like cyberbullying, because it's like one thing, okay, you don't like somebody, but then it's kind of like this gang mentality, and it's all like,
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean like 100 other people don't like that person. It's
Yeah.
only one person. And so, I'm gonna start out with you first, Hood Life. Like, how has it been being in the hot seat, as I say, the hot seat?
Yes.
How has it been?
Good
Well,
question.
it's a little stressful, but I try to I could go back and forth with her and curse her and give a good tongue lashing that I've done in the past. But I'm also trying to grow as a person, and when I do that, I'm not proud of my behavior. So I just was like, I'm just not gonna say anything because this is just gonna keep going on, and I just don't have the energy or even want to do that anymore. So I'm
Right.
trying to grow. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna fall, but I'll try. I'm gonna get back up. So um, yeah, this an experience for sure,
Yeah,
and that I won't forget. That's for sure.
for sure.
And
You
what about you, Sparkle?
I mean, like I said, my ass been on fire for so long, man. I can't even tell it's hot anymore. I'm walking around the house with my ass on fire right now. Like I'm used I'm used to it. At this point, I just kind of feel like um it this is how I really feel. Like, I celebrate and support and nurture myself, and nobody else has to do that for me. I used to look for that validation from the people, but because I'm good with me, I don't look for the validation anymore from the people, because I know in our community it's a lot of us that are hurt. There's a lot of us that can relate and empathize, not just sympathize, but empathize. And
Hmm.
I know that sometimes, a lot of times, hurt people can hurt people. I've been on the right
Yeah,
side and I've been on the bad side, So with me being on the bad side, I understand, but you have to suffer for those repercussions for basically
yeah,
tearing people down, especially because you don't know who they're backed by spiritually. But being on the right side is the best side to be, because again, when things happen, that it's not going to happen to you. So bless their souls.
yeah.
Right, right, right. You're definitely right about that. And what would you say would be like um the move forward as far as like building like a YouTube ship or like a friendship and stuff like that? Ali, are you willing to I know you're willing to move forward, but like, what can we expect from today, moving forward with your relationship with Hood Life?
As far as Hood Life, I feel as if, I think she became the company she kept. And because she's no longer around that company, I think we could just move right on. And I would be open for dialogue. I mean, I know that both of us have blocked each other. So that's why I had to use you, because I know you are good friends with Hood Life.
Yeah.
We both blocked each other. We were
That's
like,
what,
what
because
is
we
this?
was wondering why. I was like, why didn't you just tell her directly? Like, I was kind of like
I'm
weird, but I
block
was like, hold
She
on.
I'm a
blocked
block
me and I
queen.
blocked her.
I'm a block queen. And I was trying to look for you last night because I did go on your channel. I said congratulations. I said, let me take that off.
Uh,
Congratulations on your 1,000 subs.
yeah.
Yes.
We
That's a
had a
real big
block party.
accomplishment.
Yeah, thank you. We had a block
But
party.
I was looking for her on Instagram. I said, oh, she blocked me. I was gonna unblock her.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's all good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going to the hood. The hood got the best candy, the best food. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hood got the best of the best. So at the end of the day, they got the best hairdressers and everything. So I don't mind visiting the hood at all. And
Right, right, right.
so I mean, at this, like, she will be unblocked. I just wanted us to show the rest of our sisters and brothers that we don't have to go this far. With time comes healing. Maybe 2 weeks wasn't, long enough for us, but I think a good month or so is great, because again, I didn't come for her kids. I didn't disrespect her in that type of sense. She didn't come from my family. And at the end of the day, we kept it with each other. You know what I'm saying? When we sparred, it was about her and it was about me. It wasn't about anybody
Yeah,
else around us. So at
that's
that
true.
point, she ran up, we done up, and then we scrapped. And after that, it's like, sometimes the best friendships come after a person fights, right?
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
So I'm open to basically having conversations. And then 82, I rock with you. So I know, like every time I got on the phone with AT2, he was like, "That's my girl," and I'm like, "I get it. Like, I respected it. I didn't take it as you're taking her side."
He was the same way. He's the same way with you. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta listen to my friend. So, and he kept saying, "Is there any way? Is there any?"
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. He's a real one. He's a real one.
He's a real friend. Yes, he
Thank
is.
you.
Well, I wonder if so he definitely has that same energy with you.
Right. I kept that same energy. So, Hoodlife, what about you? Like moving forward, what are you expecting, or what's going to come out of this?
Well, I feel like it's a friendship that's a YouTube ship friendship, whatever you want to call it, that's gonna build. I feel like we fall out, we fall back in, and so I look forward to doing more things or collabing with you one day, having discussions. I'm gonna unblock you from from everything. I have an issue with that. I like dissociate from everything.
The block party is over, y'all. The block party is over.
Yeah, the block party's over. We're gonna resolve it and get back, where we left off before that happened.
Right.
Because I always, said like, I don't think it was that serious. I think when other people kind of jump into the mix and they start causing chaos and the back and forth and everything like that, that's when it gets all crazy, I think that other people minded their business and then all jump into it, and then we weren't so quick to play, do sides, we over here, and all that stuff. I think everything could be easily resolved with a conversation,
Absolutely. And two people just have to be willing. Some people go with the Rick Ross mentality. God forgives, I don't. But like I said, I mind my spirit and I mind my soul before I check up out of here. And I know that God is truly looking down on all of us and proud of just us. And I know our ancestors is proud of us because we probably share some ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They probably looking like, damn, like we not finna do this. So I think as a community, just not even Black people, just as a community as a whole, as human beings, for us to be talking and communicating and fixing things and rectifying things and taking accountability, for me, is beautiful. Right. And I know that God is truly like raining down on us with blessings at this point. And thankfully to you, AT2, because this couldn't have happened without you, truthfully.
I appreciate that.
AT2. And I have a double chin. You got a double chin. My double chin in this background. You just highlighted and magnified it.
My bad. No,
but the lipstick is popping though. Okay.
Yeah, the lipstick is
popping. Thank you, AT2, for doing this for us.
There was a hater on the line, but he dropped out. He said he had a question for you.
Let me hit that bitch one more time.
And for anybody else, I did pin the link up to the top if anybody had anything to ask or anything like that, or maybe ask a member to ask for you. Oh, shout out to Pink Panther, and then also shout out to Angel. She said, I love the video that Hoodlife did on mental illness. People need more conversation on this. Thank you, Hoodlife. You never know. Oh, a thing. Never know how cyberbullying will affect someone. Yes, it does. And Allie got choked up, and I heard you, even though I can't see. I heard you get choked up talking about all the bullying and gang mentality that people have. It's really, really, really disgusting.
Yeah, because again, like I said, we know each other from what we see. We see, but we don't know each other's history. We don't know the backstory. We don't know what we're even going through today, right now, as we speak. We're, as in the words of AT2, we're in a panorama. People can't even buy toilet people. It's a supply shortage. There's evictions going on, and I feel like people make a mockery of that. And shame on you. And from your mouth to God's ears, and that's your cross to carry. But
and stop shaming people for evictions and getting kicked out and stuff. I don't like what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Cups of Conversation, for the super chat as well. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But I agree too as well. It's like the dirtiness, like the going below the belt. And Hoodlife, you experienced going up below the belt. Like how did you feel when it happened to you with the going below the belt?
Yeah.
When it was done to me,
Hmm.
oh, it hurt my heart,
Yeah.
because I thought, we did have a level of friendship I thought at one time. So,
Hmm.
but just to see that person just go in on me like that, just,
Hmm.
and I did curse and called her a bitch a couple of times, but I didn't think she would, but a lot of the subs that keep up, mess and drama and stuff like that. And
Right.
I did unprivate the video for a little bit, but I'm just, I just feel like what's the use in that? It's just going to
Yeah.
cause more and more confusion. But
Yeah.
being on the other side, dragging someone, it's just really draining. It
Hmm.
drains your energy, your spirit.
Hmm.
You don't feel happy with your work, your content, your behavior, and it just, to me, it's just not worth it. Cup's conversation had said it's just, in the end, it's just not worth it.
Right.
Right. Right. Right.
And here's the thing, people can change. People can change. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. I know that a lot of allegations have been put on me without any receipts, and I know people are going to believe it. But that's their cross to carry for judging, for one, and for first and foremost, and for two, basically not even having the heart to even try to forgive and give a person a chance. So
Right.
I don't worry about what people think about me. I worry about how I think about myself and how I carry myself. And I think Hood Life, it was right for you not to make yourself feel bullied, to basically represent yourself in a not so good light. Hide that video.
Yeah,
That's not you. That's not who you are.
yeah,
That was you vibrating low because you were shaking off the low vibrations you've been around. And I just kind of feel like
yeah.
you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. You got to prove yourself to you no matter what. That's it. Period. No
Oh,
matter what.
and Sparkle, somebody did ask, you, because after my interview with Hoodlife, you made a video and I didn't get a chance to see it. Somebody asked, why did you private it?
Because I was singing melodies from heaven because London Bridge was falling down with that relationship. I wrote it down.
So she was being petty as hell.
Yes, I was singing melodies from heaven. Okay, because honestly, I really felt like Hood's energy did not belong in there in the first place. I mean, she was really working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Instead of focusing on her content, she was focused on somebody else's content. And
exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's a spiritual warfare out here. You get what I'm
It
saying?
really is.
And if you don't know that, then you lost, and you lost. If you don't get with the program, and I'm with the program, but if you don't get with that program, you get stuck behind. I wrote it down in my journal. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I manifested it. I wrote it down in my journal. I said I want them to not be friends anymore when I wrote about it. So when I read
So
back
you
in
done
my
did some
journal,
voodoo?
I wrote it in my journal. When I read it back in my journal and I saw it happen, I said, "Is it time? Is it?" I'm like, no, I thought about a good 2 months. I thought about maybe Christmas time, but it happened so soon during the Mercury retrograde. Today's the end of the Mercury retrograde, and I'm just happy that we're even having this conversation because this is how you tie up loose ends. But
Hmm.
when it happened during the Mercury retrograde, I said, "To God be the glory." I know that's right. So even though me and you was not on good rapport, I was just so happy to know that you was free. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
was just happy
yeah.
to know that you was free, and I know you feel 10 times better being free. Don't it feel
Oh
good to be
yeah.
free?
Well, you sometimes you feel worse before you feel better, under the circumstances. But I know,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
get better every
yeah.
day. It'll get better.
And here's the thing. I wish that woman could trip over everything, bump into every wall, trip over every shoe, block, toy, everything. And when I heard her say she kept tripping over everything, I said, to God, look, that ain't nothing but the power of journaling. You got to journal sometimes. Fuck the cards, journal. It'll happen. It'll happen.
But Hood Life, I wanted to ask you because I know it has came up a lot. Do you feel like I mean, because I don't want to say you made anybody or anything like that, but do you think that you spend too much time focusing on other people's channel rather than your own?
Well, I call myself trying to help, because I felt like they were, my follower was a little bit bigger than theirs, and so I call myself trying to help them, but then I end up getting burnt in the process.
Mhm.
But I'm also like just in the middle of, I don't know really know where I'm going with my channel, trying to
Mhm.
get a
Hmm.
lineup and stuff going. But Sparkle, I feel like I can learn from Sparkle. She's
Mhm.
she's been on the internet for, off and on for a while. So you too. So I
Yeah.
just I'm just gonna just try to
I'm
change
I'm gonna
my
say this
flow
for
of who
like
I'm around and who I'm dealing with,
right, right.
and
Mhm.
try to learn from some of these content creators that do good content. So
I'm gonna say this her like don't put yourself in a rush in a hurry to find out what is for your content because that's what these people want. They go like, "What are you about?" I'm about whatever I feel. If I wake up today and I want to talk about mental health, I'm gonna do it. If I wake up and I want to talk
Right.
about this, I'm gonna do it. Don't let nobody ever put you in a corner, back you up in the corner, put you in a bag, put you in a box. Okay, you are you for you.
okay,
God blessed you with just you, and at the end of the day, can't nobody be you except for you. So just do what you love to do. You don't need to have an answer for every question. And that's exactly why when people ask me, certain question, I say next question because my answer is not for you. My answer is for me to reach within. And that's why journaling is so important. That's why meditation is so important. That's why gratitude is so important because an attitude is gratitude. Just being thankful
right.
that you have a YouTube channel that is
Yeah,
monetized.
yes,
There's a lot of
yes,
people right now that are selling themselves short by being in the drama because they think that's the right attention until they realize their ass
exactly.
is going to get burned. So at the end of the day, do what you love to do, boo. Don't have no answers. You don't always have to have an answer. You don't. Once I had that for CBJ, next question, please. I was through with answering question. Don't have an answer.
Right.
Sometimes the answer is not the question. Is the answer that you need. Next question, please. It's powerful.
Right.
It pisses people off, but that's your truth, and you stand in your truth. You do what you want to do because it's your world, and everybody else is chilling on the map when it comes down to your content.
And
Now
some
check
people are
that,
just trying
Exactly.
to
boo.
and some people are just trying to get a reaction out of you. They don't actually want an answer. They just want to argue with you. So I
Mhm.
totally
Yeah.
get, next question. Like I got why you were doing that.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna answer that stupid question. I just
stupid.
hang up on people. I'll be like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of here. But what I was going to ask, and I'm gonna start out with Sparkle first. Um what advice would you give some of these new YouTubers? Because you kind of touched on it, how they think that the beef and stuff is okay, and then they're gonna realize that it's not okay. So, what would be some advice that you would give people? Because Sparkle, you got the most experience out of everybody on the panel.
I'm a legend in these streets. I'm a
Yeah,
legend. I'm a living legend, and you hear me say living because I am living.
yeah.
I would just say
Oh,
be
you
careful.
can say legends because you got multiple names.
Oh, yeah, living legends.
Go ahead, Sparkle. I'm sorry, I had to get you.
I would just say you think okay, so I would say you think that you're gaining subscribers off of this, but let me tell you something. You have to remain in the drama. You have to remain in the drama, which means you are putting you are casting evil spirits on yourself. Okay, when you are constantly dragging down your brother and sister, when you are casting spirits and evil narratives on people, that's going to fall on you. Everything is a boomerang. What you put out is what you will receive. Trust me, I'm a living testimony of that. Okay, I'm a living testimony. I went through a lot because of my mouth. I went through a lot because of my retaliation. I went through a lot because of my past. But I'll tell you this, I come up out of the fire. And if any fire come on me, I'm used to it. Okay. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. But guess what? I'm glued to my spirituality. I'm glued to my God. I'm glued to my angels. And I'm glued to my ancestors. And one thing you can't do about me, because I'm truly protected. And if I need to write about you in my journal, I will. Just let me know. But I will say, don't sell yourself short. You came into this world with a purpose. Find your divine purpose. Serve your divine purpose. Don't sell yourself short. I see one YouTuber who's trying to get up out of these streets, right? But her numbers go low. It's because the evilness have appointed
hmm
her to be in the mess, but she don't realize that the devil has his finger on her post, and she's already survived so much already. Some people say, "Oh, I'm just doing commentary." No, you're not. You're gaslighting. And
hmm
commentary, fuck commentary. When it comes down to drama, nobody needed to do commentary on me and Hoodlife, because me and Hoodlife was gonna get to this point regardless. Nobody needed to do that, because what was for us was gonna be for us. So you doing commentary is just gaslighting. But let me tell you this: you're gonna have to pay back them coins that you made up off of that. You're gonna have to pay back all that stuff that you said and being politically correct. You're gonna have to pay all that back. You don't just make free money. Get them cash apps, because guess what? Them cash apps is gonna kick their foot in your ass, and you're gonna be wondering what's going on in your personal life. See, we don't see what's going on in these people's personal lives. We only see what they show us. But I know a lot of people suffering. I know a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, but they don't want to give us the real deal. They want to give us, oh well, I want to give my commentary. Fuck your commentary. What about you is special? We want to know about you. Why did God put you here? Why are you here talking to us right now? How can you feed our souls? How can you make us better people? How can you pull the woods from over our eyes and make us better people? How can you feed us? How can you get back to your community? If you can't do that, then shut the fuck up and continue to gaslight. There is no such thing as commentary in this motherfucking sector, because this is nothing but black people on black people, and our ancestors are sick of this shit. They're sick of it. That's why people are going through depression. That's why people can't pay their bills. That's why people getting kicked out of their homes. That's why people can't go to sleep at night and up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's why there's a lot of people hurt out here. That's why. But see, I talk too much. I know too much because I've been through it. I've been there. I've done that. But if you want to continue to put that double-edged sword out to the public to only stab yourself, continue to stab yourself from your mouth to God's ears. I don't carry your cross. Only you do. But it's not commentary. It's gaslighting. You are hurting your brother and sister. You are hurting your brother. And for the subscribers, let me tell you something. You don't go untouched, baby. You don't go. We don't see you. But God knows what you're doing. Your ancestors know what you're doing. Your angels knew what you're doing. Okay? They know. So don't think because you out here talking dog shit about people that you ain't gonna suffer the repercussions. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. And you're going to see how it feels, because we don't know what goes on in your personal lives. Hurt people. That don't mean that you got to keep it going to hurt people. Sometimes you got to heal yourself to come out to be a better person so you can heal people. Sometimes we need to heal people. A lot of the time. Who's going to heal the people? Fuck the commentary. We need healing. It's a lot of stuff going on in these streets right now. It's a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. People are telling us what to do with our bodies. And you talking about the next motherfucker? That's your brother? That our ancestors came over here and planked their asses over here to make a better life for ourselves? Shame on you. Shame on you. But you know what? I know sometimes the ignorant don't know any better. But when you find out, you're going to know better. And you're going to come back to this and you're going to realize from a person that came throughout the motherfucking fire, you're going to realize from your mouth to God's ears. And I promise you, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. And when you pay, baby, when you pay your debt, come back and help your people. We are all brothers and sisters. Ain't no reason for us to be tearing each other down. Ain't no reason for us to be tearing people down. We are not each other's oppressors. When did we become each other's oppressors? When?
That's true.
We are not each other's enemies.
Right.
But a lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are hurt and not understand. But trust and believe. You're going to hurt yourself trying to hurt your brother and sister. Best believe.
Right about that. You were going to hurt yourself trying to hurt your brother and sister. You right. Man, you spoke the word right now.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was all like, well, shit. Like, you got anything to say?
Drop the mic. No, I got nothing after that.
Amen.
She just said it all. Drop the mic, honey.
They don't know.
I started sweating like a prostitute in church. Like,
no, real stuff. I heard from my brother and sister, like for real. But I know because I've been there. I've done that. So I don't try to judge, but I try to warn. This is a warning. This is a cautionary tale. Trust me. You don't get by Twitter fingering. You don't get by. You don't.
Right.
And you and if it don't hurt you, it's gonna hurt your child. It's gonna hurt your children. That's why I shut the fuck up now, because I gotta protect my little one. That's why the shit that I was doing was before my motherfucking child. I don't want nothing. I protect my child, so I shut the fuck up. I shut the fuck up because I don't. If it don't hurt me, it's gonna hurt my children. Sometimes the devil said, "Nah, I'm a chill on you. I'm gonna get what you love the most." That's what the enemy love to do. They like to hurt the people you love the most. So you got to protect them. You a protector, right? You a protector. Protect yours. Mind your spirit. Mind your soul when you leave this earth. Is this how you want to leave the earth, with your spirit all shitty and shit? Nah, bruh. You ain't motherfucking safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody. Not a subscriber, not a content creator, no one. So check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Right. I definitely agree with that. Like the energy has gotten so dark and so cold. And it kind of puts us in a situation where we don't know which way to turn or which way to look. Is best to stay by yourself, basically, because you don't know where to go. Like, because it's like everyone is doing the same thing, and everyone is being so dark, and it's all like, well, damn, like, one minute I feel safe, and then the next minute I'm in like the danger zone, and it can happen within the same live, like one minute you feeling
Exactly.
happy, and then the next, like, you public enemy number one, and you're like, wait, hold on, like, I thought this was about something else. And you never really know what will happen. Like, at a drop of the dime, you can be the next target, and that's real sad. And we got to stop that whole, us flipping out on everybody. Sometimes you don't have to. Okay, if somebody says something you don't like, you can address it later. Like, you don't have to do a whole 10-hour live about it. I
Right.
think that's a lot of, like, the confusion right there, is because it seems like, I don't know if people actually have a problem, or they just want to go live just to have something to complain about. You know what I mean?
Right. And here's the thing, you don't have to be friends with everybody. I've chose to back up from people. You know what I'm saying? I've chose to just
Yeah.
be like, you're not
Hmm.
for me. You're not for me. And it's okay that you're not for me. And that's okay to protect yourself, to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go on back off of you. It's all right. That doesn't mean you gotta beef with a person. That don't mean you gotta tear down the person. It just means, you know what? Back off. That's it.
Right.
That's it. But you don't have to subject yourself to harm by listening to a person that you don't want to listen to. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't like me, but you know what? You're gonna get this work by hearing me. I'm still love on you without having to tear you down. That's it.
Right.
Period.
And Sparkle, I had asked her, like, is there anybody that we should be open to reconciling with people? Like, would you be open to reconciling with anyone else, or?
Oh, that is a really great question, AT2. Now that my
That
titties
sounds like no, but I'm gonna let
no,
you
no, no,
finish.
no, no, no. Now that my titties are sitting up and that lump is out of my breast, because like I said, nobody knew what I was going
Hmm.
through. Nobody knew, and like I said, people was dragging me when I was on a surgery table, for something that was really going on with my body. I would say I'm open to hearing what they have to say and receiving what they have to say. From there, that's it. Like, I don't have to be best friends with people. I don't have to act as if we're going to be the best of friends. I just know that, yeah, I've been hurt by people, and possibly I've hurt other people too. And then when they reached out to me, I wasn't open because, like I said, it wasn't personal for me not responding at that moment. It was, look, I didn't want to tell people what was going on with me because I didn't want them to think that I was trying to victimize myself, because everybody loved to say, oh, she's victimizing herself.
Yeah.
Well, I kept quiet. I kept quiet about what I was going through, and I showed y'all what I was going through. So now I feel as if, would I be open because my titties are sitting up, baby, to my motherfucking chin? I think I would be open to be like, what's going on, my sister? Like, how did I hurt you? And I would be open to tell them how I hurt, how they hurt me. And I think from there we can move on. We don't have to leave like, okay, we friends, give me a hug. But yeah, I would be open to having a conversation. Then I wasn't, because I had enough on my plate. Not a lot, but enough. I was at my
Right.
every day I was coming on live crying. And it wasn't even necessarily about all the topics. It was about me, about putting my body at risk for a surgery that I could lose my life. Now, if I said, y'all, I have a lump in my breast and I'm about to go through surgery, everybody would have been like, oh, she lying. I hope that bitch died. You think I want the people to cast some evil spirits on me like that?
Right,
Hell
right,
up and I'm gonna take this ass whooping. But now that y'all know what I'm going through, now you can understand why I was so emotional, why I couldn't talk to nobody. All I could do was hug my baby every day and pray that I was gonna wake up off that table. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
now that I woke up, I'm stronger and I'm wiser, and can't nobody hurt me. Can't nobody hurt me but me. So I would be open. Yes, I would be open for that conversation. Absolutely. AT2. Yes, I would.
Right. Is there anyone in particular?
You so messy.
There's somebody in the chat that says they have a lot to say.
I know. I was
I'm
hoping
just
that
saying
would click
they.
the link.
But I do want to say I understand what she's saying, because that somebody called me to have a conversation with Sparkle right after Sparkle, and I was
Oh,
like, hell to the no. And but I needed some time. I needed time, because I
Right.
felt like I wasn't gonna be good for that conversation. It wasn't gonna be good because I was in a bad place, and I was trying to de-escalate my anger, and once you de-escalate your anger, you can see things a little bit more clear. So
Right.
I was like, no, But I'm glad we're having this conversation today. But yeah, somebody's in the chat. They got a lot to say.
Yeah. Dorothy said it better. Click the link. Click the
Click
link.
that link.
Click the link.
So
While they decide whether or not they're gonna click. Oh, what were you gonna say, Sparkle?
if the candy shop would like to come up here, I would be open to having that dialogue, because here's the thing nobody knows. Candy shop tried to talk to me, and she actually apologized if she had offended me with that interview, but I wasn't trying to hear it at the time, because my sensitive ass, when I'm sensitive and I'm in my feelings, I can't hear nobody but my own feelings. That's the cancer in me, excuse me. But I would be open to having a conversation with her if she's willing. If not, I respectfully have nothing against her. We came, we saw, and we conquered, and we went our separate ways. But if she's willing, I'm willing too. Like, my heart is open. I don't have nothing against her. I just, I have my sentiments, and I'm sure she has her sentiments for being denied when she wanted to have a conversation, but I wasn't mature enough to have that conversation at that time.
Right.
So, Candy, please forgive me for not being open, because if I had that conversation with that lady right there in that moment, it would not have been mature. It would have been me vibrating at a low frequency, and it would not have represented me in the right light, and people would have been like, yup, there goes Sunny TV. That's that bitch right there. You see her, right? So.
Yeah, you're right. Not Sunny TV. But we're going to play a quick commercial, and we'll be right back. And we're going to see if anybody clicks the link.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat. Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.
When I first laid eyes on you, I nearly fell in love. Voice just like an angel sent from above. These haters try to find you, but I just wanna get inside you. I don't know who you are, but I know who I am. Monique or Yolanda, Kenya or Latanya, Carmen, San Diego, just tell me where to go. Clap, clap, clap it up for me, Monica. I wanna see you back it up for me, Monica. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as hell. I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. Yeah, you are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
Infamous on the feature. Let's ether this cartoon creature. Why didn't you just apologize and not perpetrate more Ples lies, hiding behind that cartoon disguise with a fake voice box? You're digitized. Manipulated the panel. You dropped the bag and you screwed your channel. Got more victims than COVID-19. These YouTube streets looking like a crime scene. Ples Marcella, Schoolboy and Bishop, Princess, So Debonair. You made them all quit. Repent, Miss Narcissist. I'm shaking right now.
Brother.
You are dismissed. Lost subscribers. You lost your views. Like Wiley's eyes. I was so confused. Then you had that fake interview with the chick who gave head to Jamal in the church pew. Sold your soul for a click and a view. Your page is through, and nosy hoe, she gon' find you. Queen of second rate clickbait. And who the hell would be friends with that meth mouth John Yates? Allegedly spilling stale tea, and no, you can't strike me or AT. When you send a fake cease and desist, get my name right, chick. It's infamous.
You're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah.
Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat. Take that and rewind it back. Go ahead and put those A's in the chat.
It was
all right, y'all.
It was
We
the
are
rap
back.
for me. It was the rap for me.
Yes, shout out
What
to
victim to
Infamous.
COVID-19?
Shout out to Infamous. And yeah, I guess when I added Hoodlife on, I guess her mic was open and she was reading like the private chat or whatever. Hold on, let me unmute her mic. There we go. She was reading the private chat and I was like, oh shit.
AT2, I have a question for you. Would you be open for the individual that came in the chat? Would you be open for reconciliation with that individual?
He needs to take down that video. Okay, so you can say whatever you want to, but he needs to change the title of his video that says AT2 beats women. As far as I'm concerned, we have nothing to talk about when you have a title like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing to talk about. I blocked him on Instagram. I haven't blocked his phone number yet because I want to keep track of like the phone, how many times he calls, just in case I need to take legal action. So that's where I'm at this point. There's no conversation to be had.
Well, delete the video and hit the link, brother.
Yeah, let me on, brother. He said, Sparkle, what does he have to ask you? Can I ask you that question?
Because he came up on my channel afterwards and he was like, yo, I didn't disrespect you. And I was like, but you disrespected AT2 so you can get the fuck off. And at the time I was trying to strike his channel, but it wasn't successful. It wasn't successful, but I think he know he was wrong because I got set up. I got set up in that sense because I didn't know that other boy was going to go up there. And I think he knows he was wrong for that. That was not a part of the plan at all. So I think he knows. And whatever I wrote in my journal probably happened to his ass, gained a few pounds or whatnot. And maybe, he's suffering on that couch. So maybe that could be what it is.
Right. Because I was wondering, I was like, what questions do you have to ask? Like, I was like, you're gonna ask some dumb questions that we don't even care about. But okay, I now I understand what he exactly has to ask you, because I was like, ask her what? Like, you ain't got nothing to ask. Like this live stream has been peaceful. We had a great conversation. Sparkle, you took us to church and everything like that. So it's been great. We don't need that energy. He has nothing to add.
Not at all. No, until he do right by AT2, you ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? You need to go through his door first before you ring on my doorbell, okay?
Right. In Hoodlife, I know you don't know him, but just stay away.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I've already peeped that. I'm like, I stay in my little corner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, okay.
Right. You already got enough haters. You don't need him.
I got enough. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
Ask you a question. How the hell did you rack up so many damn haters in such a short time? I mean, I've done it before, so I understand. But I mean, how does that feel? Like, how do you navigate that now? Because how I navigated, I felt at that time I had to retaliate with everybody. So how are you taking it so well with not having to retaliate? Because you're doing way better than me at this point, okay?
Well, I have a real life, and I do believe in God the Father. And I have to answer to him at the end of the day. We already sinning with all this gospel you're doing. We sinning, right? So right. I don't want to make it worse. I mean, let me take my sin and keep on taking. I don't need to add to that. I don't need to answer to nothing else. But just the rants that I would go on, and then I would private them, and that's how I gang all the haters. But I have resolved some of the situations, not all of them, and some of them I may not ever resolve. I'm just gonna keep praying for those people that God love them through me, so maybe they can love me back.
Right. Because just like you, when you were saying, I'm not ready to talk to her, hell no, those people might come around too, especially when we set the pace of like, just not even as Black people, just human beings, fuck the people as color, but just human beings being able to resolve stuff. Like maybe this will have the subscriber be like, look, if they can make up, y'all can make up too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to be best friends, but definitely, it would be a better place for people to collaborate. Because as you can tell,
exactly,
there's no panels right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's like anti-panels right now. Like a lot of people are like, I don't know if I want to do another panel, or like, where do we take this? It's confusing. It's confusing,
really
like
is.
the energy and stuff,
Yeah, but why do you think panels don't work in our sector is the question.
I think everybody. Here's the thing. And I always say this, and it's controversial, but it's the truth. I feel that we have a lot of like B, C, D, F, E, F, G, all that stuff. A cast. There's the A cast, and then there's B, C, D, and all that stuff. And so, those people that are CBD think they should be in cast B or cast A, and it's all like, no, sometimes you're just meant to be, and everybody can have a YouTube channel. I'm not saying that, but you're not meant to be the top dog. Not all of us can be the top dog. We all have to play our role. And I think that some people think they are the top dog. Nobody really has like a production and stuff like that. Sparkle, I will definitely say you have a production.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these people are getting on their phone and just turn it on and be like, hey, da 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 da, and they're on there for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours, and I'm all like,
pandemic babies.
And I'm just kind of like, okay, well, are you putting on a show, or like, what are you doing? Like the energy, it's very confusing, And so, with me, I feel that people aren't really taking the time to like study YouTube like, we had to when we first started. I think people are just coming on because they see, oh, well, all you have to do is act a fool. And, that's all that's all you need to do is act a fool, and you'll get subscribers, you'll get, the views and stuff like that. But, what would, is this pleasing God? Is this pleasing the Lord? No, it's probably not. You know what I mean?
You know what this reminds me of? Bad Girls Club. You remember watching Bad Girls Club? What I want? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's why I said it. The life you wish you had, sugar, spice, and everything you want. Want to play
It's funny. I want to remember this. I asked Sparkle, was there anyone she wanted to have a conversation with and stuff like that? But I didn't ask you, Hoodlife. Is there anyone that you would like to apologize or maybe have a conversation with at all? Anything? Or are you content right now with where you are?
I'm always open, to having a conversation with someone. I have already apologized, I feel, abundantly. I don't mind saying apology another time.
When I made you apologize, people were like, you should have, when I said put some inflection in your voice, they said I should have made you say teacup. Can you say teacup?
I was trying to do that.
Because he was like, I apologize. You didn't say like I apologize. You said I apologize. It was very like monotone, like, if I did something, I apologize. And it was kind of like, that doesn't sound convincing.
But that means I feel bad,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You were trying to feel sorry. That's what it is. Okay.
I'm embarrassed. feel
Yeah,
better. I apologize.
right. It
You
just
want to say,
wasn't
I
convincing the people though.
apologize?
But Sparkle, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
You can't make everybody happy. Some
I'm
people won't
saying
even say I apologize.
I was just gonna say that Hood Life. Not everybody want to even hear an apology. Some people just want you to feed their ego, because it's a lot of people who wants their egos to be fed. So they want you to get on their knees. So when I remember I was in somebody else's chat and it was like, apologize to this person. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I you're not getting an apology for me, for you to be big headed and turn around and call me a bitch and everything else like that. Your mom,
Right.
So sometimes it's just best to just move right along, just go about your merry way, as you go, dust your feet as you go. Not everything deserves a conversation sometimes, because some people are not in that headspace to have that conversation. People are not qualified to even converse amongst one of people. As you can see, some people are not qualified to do that. You got to be somebody. You got to be somebody that's truly somebody that is an adult. We have a lot of children, even women of particular ages right now are on YouTube, and don't even know how to act as an adult. I say, is this how people act at the age of 50? Child, I ain't got nothing to look forward to. I ain't got nothing to look forward to. Are you serious?
Right. Sometimes I forget. I'll be like, oh dang, that person that old? Oh, and they doing this? Like, huh?
I'm not 50.
Like that's
I'm just saying, I'm not 50.
Right. But I'm just saying there are content creators that are over the age of 50 that are, welcome to YouTube High School, y'all. This is YouTube High School, okay? And we are a part of the crew of, basically, if we were sitting at a table, we would be a part of the crew of somewhat of the geeks at this point, because some people are looking at us like they soft, they whack, they lame. But it's like, we can go to sleep and give our pillows some good sloppy toppy, some great head, and be like, you know what, I did well while they going to sleep, cutting up, thinking about who they going to drag the next day. That's just what it
is. Andrea said, hell, I am in my 60s and I will cut. I love Andrea. But no, I feel what you're saying, and it's so crazy because you look to that older generation to be so helpful and loving, and they're not, just like I said the other day, I was one day I was like, there was a 50, 60 and 70-year-old on their channel talking about me, and I just felt like, damn, that's what y'all gonna do, talk about me? You're supposed to be uplifting me. And I want to clarify, I don't make age jokes just off the bat. The only reason why I said that is because they said my wrong age. They said I was older than what I actually was. So that's the only reason why I did an age joke. I usually don't go with age jokes because at the end of the day, I'm trying to sleep with you and get your Social Security check. So why would I judge you? You know what I mean?
And not only that, you just got to let people dig their own graves. See, they think they building a grave for you sometimes when they dragging you, but literally they don't know they digging their own grave for their ass to fall right into it. So sometimes you got to just let people dig their own graves for them to fall into. Let them fall in. Okay, fall in. We fall down. Sometimes you may not get back up. So continue to dig yourself a grave.
Right. That's true. That's true. You're right about that. You are right about that. Well, ladies, we have been on here for 1 hour and 7 minutes now. Is there anything you guys would like to say in closing? I'm going to start out with you first, Sparkle, and then Hoodlife.
I just want to say, I got a feeling that somebody's watching you. So, make sure you're walking right. Make sure you're rocking right. Because I promise you, I ain't going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to write about you in my journal, and I'm going to wait about 2 to 4 months and see how y'all doing. Okay. That's it for me. I mean, at the end of the day, thank you so much, AT2. Thank you. Shout out to Hoodlife for being open and willing. I mean, at the end of the day, I wish Hoodlife nothing but blessings. Like I said, girl, I'm just happy that you are free. I'm happy that you are willing to do whatever you want to do with your channel. Don't let nobody put you in a box, and you ain't got to figure it out today, tomorrow, or a year from now. Girl, keep doing you. You new to this, and when you become true to this is when you can give answers. So don't be in a rush to give an answer. AT2, you the motherfucking GOAT, as you already know. You a goat.
Hey, the Godfather. They don't call me the Godfather of YouTube for nothing.
Okay, you already know. And for me, for anybody that's casting on me, you know, like I said, right back at you, because anything you say about me, I'm rubbing you glue. Whatever you say about me bounces off of me and wind up on you. I'm still standing, baby. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the motherfucking legend. Bow down when it come down to this. You can't get rid of me. Okay, I keep coming back, chlamydia. Okay.
Well, we already know you put that voodoo on them, so I'm gonna stay away from you. But like, what you got?
I just want to thank both of y'all for A2 for allowing us to come on the platform. Sparkle, I appreciate everything you said about me the other day, and I appreciate you initiating this. I'm glad we good now. You don't have to put no more voodoo on me.
No.
And I look forward to for being around more, being in your chat. You know,
Absolutely.
we'll get together. We're gonna get it together.
I'm gonna unblock you up after this.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta unblock each other.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you having a block? I mean, are you having an after party?
I'm gonna hop on a little bit later tonight and then do an after party. I think that would be cool.
Okay, because my $6.99 don't run out until like 2 more weeks, so I got some time.
Hey,
did you go on your date?
I noticed
Did you go on your date, AT2?
Huh?
Did you go on your date?
No, I haven't yet. Because you know she live in LA, so she's closer to Sparkle. So we're like hella far away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. California, you got to remember, California is big. That ain't like an hour drive. That's like 4 or 5 hours. 5 hours of traffic.
She's closer to Jolene. That's where she is. She's closer to Jolene.
Yeah, she'd be. Yeah, because Sparkle more Mexico.
Yeah, I'm more Mexico.
Yeah, that's how far Sparkle is. Yeah, but yeah, she's closer to Jolene. Yeah, to describe it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe soon, and maybe we'll record it. You never know.
Yes.
Hey.
It would be entertaining. I will say that. But I want to say thank you, ladies, for both coming on to the show. I had a great time, and I'm glad that hopefully we can have more conversations like this. And you know, it doesn't have to just be only on my platform. Hopefully, other people get inspired, and they also do this. They better give me my motherfucking credit. But hopefully, other people are inspired to do this as well. And I just appreciate y'all for having that conversation. Thank you to everybody who's super chatted, the super stickers, cash apps. Just all that good stuff. Thank you to everybody just for supporting us. Make sure you guys follow Hoodlife Chronicles. It's Hoodlife Chronicles. You see our name. Make sure you follow Sparkle Alley. It's Sparkle Alley, and the Alley is spelled ALY. So I just want to say, and make sure y'all hit that damn like button, because y'all don't be doing that. Hit that damn thumbs up. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, and then press all. And then also as well, if you want to get in contact with me, 510-600-6676. Again, 510-600-6676. And we out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Bye.